I had a few drinks last night, so I left the car and took a bus instead. It turns out I can't drive a bus very well when I'm drunk either. But you are welcome to Shave&Butcher, where I'm going to do another shave with the mysterious soap, which is the exclusive from Pasteur's. It's going to be called the 5 points. You thought it was going to be called amnesia or the good smell or something. I feel embarrassed for even putting that video out, but you know what? I do have the scent notes now, so I can tell you what it smells like. And where the hell did those go? Donde está? Hang on, sorry. So I got in touch with Pasteur's, and this is what they said. This is a dupe of Baccarat 540, which is an amber floral fragrance for women and men. Top notes are saffron and jasmine. Middle notes are amberwood and ambergris or gris. Base notes are fir, resin and cedar. And if you mix those together, it smells like toffee, according to my wife. It's interesting. Well, it smells nice. Put it like that. The razor today is the Weck Sexto Blade Style A in those lovely red handles with a Kismet blade in it. I've lost count of the number of shaves I've done with it. I didn't count to start with, to be honest. And I have a wee brush today. The brush is the what is it called? The Duke from Simpsons. It's a small brush. We'll see how that works. Getting messages, sorry, so popular. So yeah, the 5 points. That's an interesting name. It's definitely part of New York history. 5 Points was a small area in Lower Manhattan, and it was called 5 Points in the 1800s. And this was where a lot of new Americans came, immigrants, and different groups populated it. But it's perhaps at its worst or best, if you will. It was populated by Irish immigrants and African Americans. So those shared the small space, and the area looks like it has 5 points basically. And I can't tell you where it is exactly, Chinatown, sort of, nowadays. So it was one of the most populated areas in the world at the time. A lot of people cramped into a small area. And would you look at this? Loads of suds. I'm getting all of them. So there was violence. It was, you know, the most violent place on earth for a while there. Lots of diseases. You had anything you can think of. All kinds of plagues. It does smell nice. You know, it smells like a floral. Wow, that's a lot of soap. That's a lot of soap. Looks like it's almost done, but it's not. So yeah, a lot of misery, but it's good stuff as well. And culturally, it was, you know, by force, very much an integration project. It was also, you know, known as the murder capital of the world. I think I read there was one part of the area called Close Street or something where 1,000 people lived, and on average there were 15 murders per night. But they were good at making babies, so population didn't decrease anyway. But it was pretty rough, pretty horrible. But you had, you know, Irish culture and black culture mixing, so you had development of, I think you call it dance hall music, which evolved in that area. There were a lot of dance halls, and many attribute the creation of jazz and then rock and roll from dancehall, which was kind of created here in the Irish African American mix. So there you go. That's what happens when you mix people of different origins. It can be rough for a while, but it's good in the end. Okay, enough social politics for this shave. And you know, books have been written about the 5 points. Films as well. Gangs of New York is set in 5 points. I don't know if they say that in the movies, but that's what it is. Cracking leather. So this small brush just did wonders. It's a top lather. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the blade's still good. Because with blades, I just go for as long as they're good, and then I change them, rather than counting the number of shaves, which is, you know, different. I think if you use, you know, a double-edged razor where you have to change blades a bit more frequently, and you switch blades and mix it up a bit, then you need to keep track, I guess. See if the lather drops off the razor, and boom, shakalaka. Sure did. Yeah, so very nice scent. Quite floral, obviously, but there's wood in there, and yeah, whatever I said in the beginning. So the plan is then from Pasteur's a series of soaps with a New York theme. Really cool idea. I mean, it is the capital of the world. It's a cool place. Then I get that it's a scent for both men and women then. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It smells nothing like toffee at the moment. It's just my wife. She's crazy. But she's actually pretty good with scents. And she can pick things up. You know, she's quite artistic, if you will. So today I'm going to a party, a 75-year-old birthday party. 75-year-old's birthday party. Been to a few of those. No, I'm not that old, but I do have relatives, you know. So that should be good. Some family turning up, which I don't see all the time, so looking forward to that. So that's basically the weekend, because we're spending the night, and that's it. And then back to work. Yeah, a good soap. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Going for my alum block. Put some of the alum on the fingers to get a good grip. Yeah, there you go. I think I need to watch Gangs of New York again. I haven't watched that film in a while. I've actually only seen it once, I think. I don't know if they shave much though. I guess shaving isn't a priority when life is rough. I mean, for us it can be, and it's a luxury, really. But we, I guess, right nowadays suffer more mentally, because we're not built for a world where where there's, well, we suffer for a lot of different reasons, but hang on. What I was going to say is that we're kind of built, I think, for a world with violence and death and all kinds of shit and wild animals and that sort of thing. So when it goes, when that's not a threat anymore, I think our minds don't know what to do. Of course, the way we're brought up, we would know what to do if we were dropped at 5 points in New York 1932 either, or on the savannah in Africa being chased by tigers, granted, but biologically we're more built to handle that kind of environment. Than Twitter storms and drama on Facebook and, having a boss to deal with and stuff like that. I don't know. What do I know? Oh, it's a good shave. Really nice soap. Smells nice. So I'm rinsing off with cold water. And I don't have a matching aftershave because there isn't one. So I will leave this on for a while. Enjoy the smell, enjoy the scent, and then I'll probably put a fragrance on so I smell good at the party. Because why not? It was the 5 points, the Pasteur's future exclusive. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp.